I hope that they're able to go into school, vocational school, go away to college, and become successful. That's what I really hope. But I fear that maybe some of the insecurities that they've had from being shuffled around different homes may greatly affect them in their adult life.
But nowadays, I think most of the foster kids are out in the streets getting into drugs and you name it.
Once the child turns 18, they're out of there with, I don't know if they have any support systems or what. They're just...
Nothing different than any other normal kid, I don't think. You know, it's kind of a phase of conformity, I guess, you know. Because even before that, they already go off with their own thoughts, their own mind and everything. So they're going to do what their minds are set at probably like 15 years old anyways. No matter if they grew up without their real parents or not. They're going to do whatever the hell they damn well please. They become a president or a criminal or both at the same time.
We work hard in our programs when a child is getting ready to age out to make sure that they're connected to as many important people in their life that have been instrumental in their time in which they've spent in foster care. That could be the CASA worker, that could be friends, someone in the school system, but at least on an average, I believe they're at least connected to at least one person when they're exiting out of the system.
Hopefully they're off in college, but I don't know if that's always the case. Not quite sure about that one.
If they're an adult, they're on their own. That's the law. You're on your own. It's time to get out and get a job. Unless they're disabled, if they're disabled, then they should get on, disability or something. And if not, they should get on general assistance or food stamps and start looking for a job.
I was raised in the foster home, and then I went to an orphanage in San Francisco. And I remember I was a little girl at the time. I was probably about 7 or 8. At 18, the kids just left abruptly. But as a little girl, I didn't really know what was going on. You know, they were here today, they were gone tomorrow. But there was never a transition that nobody ever told us what was going on. It was like, and where are they going? Because it wasn't a parent coming to pick these kids up. So, you know, you don't think about those things at the time because you're small. But I can only imagine what the teens thought, knowing, oh, I'm going to be 18 in 2 years. You know, and they're going to put me out on the street. That's got to be frightening for a kid. Oh yeah, very frightening.
Well, that's kind of funny that you say that. I have a friend right now whose daughter is in the foster system. She's about to age out, and she feels like she's about to be dumped on the street. She has nowhere to go, and she doesn't know what to do, and she's scared. So I don't know what happens. I can't imagine. I think that is what they do. You're 18, you're out. Bye. You're free to go live on the streets, I guess. And that's horrid. Sad.
We all take different roads when that date comes, when you're emancipated. When that paper's signed and you now have no legal ties to the state of California. They are no longer your guardian.
After they get out of foster care? Well, let's say they were there because they were abused, right? They become abusers. That's what happens. As I've said, you know, most people don't really care about the kids. They care about a check. That's it. And when they become 18, whatever problems they had prior are going to become exacerbated now because they have to make a living and they're stressed out.
Yeah,
that's what I think happens to them. Now, if they were raised correctly, of course, things should be different. But if once you go into foster care, it means something was wrong. Somebody died, or somebody didn't like you, or you were being abused. So.
I believe that they're left to just go out on their own and fend for themselves, but I'm not really sure.
they go and they look, they find the first person that shows attention to them, gives them any attention, and they get really attached to them, and then they're really hurt after because they're so attached that when the person leaves or doesn't give them the attention, they get all hurt.
I think it's hard for those kids because maybe they haven't had an adult to mentor them, to tell them what you do next in life, because that's hard for anybody coming into high school. And I think a lot of them probably get lost, and a lot of them get involved in things they shouldn't be just because it's an easy way out in some circumstances.
Oh, I'm just going to do a home visit with my 2 kids.
What does the home visit mean exactly?
I'm a social worker for the THP Plus group with Remy Vista, and a home visit consists of seeing how they're doing, seeing what needs they might have for the day, finding out what appointments they're going to, supporting them, and today we're going to go to the college and pick up some of his financial aid money.
Oh, great!
Yeah, and then afterwards we might go looking for a job. But yeah, I'm just doing a home visit. I do them at least once or twice a week, about 20-30 minutes, just to pop in and say hi. Unexpectedly.
This is our garden.
So, do you pay the rent here?
Actually, the rent, it gets paid from an organization, but they give us money and then we give it back to them. So, yeah.
But is it, so they pay you and then you
pay them? Yeah. We get to keep a little bit of the money and stuff, but it goes for all our bills and, you know, electricity, rent, and all that stuff. Yeah.
And then do you get to keep all the money for your job?
Yeah. After about a year, we have to pay them. We start paying them rent, so it increases every couple months or so. Yeah, lots of independence, but lots of people around helping support us.
Are there? So there, I imagine there are rules.
Yes. Nobody can spend the night. You have to be sober and clean and have your apartment clean. And what else? You have to go to the meetings. It kind of helps stay connected and stuff. When you go to the meetings every Wednesday, we just kind of talk about ways to be successful, like having goals and how to accomplish our goals, and unexpected challenges we go through and stuff like that.